Labour because that's the right thing. There was nothing wrong. What was wrong in Labour is that we find out that people abandoned what we were trying to build into transaction. Yeah. It became a mess. So that was it. There's nothing wrong. That's the only thing that is wrong. We don't want to do transactional politics. I was offered a lot by this government. That could have been anything. But that's not what it is. So that's it. Somebody asked about being fair. My sister, I live in this country. This country must change.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
Yes. Amen.
Bad behavior, uncountry behavior, rascality.
This country must change. We must make sure this country changes. I am not desperate to be president. I am desperate to see Nigeria work. Those are his fancy words. Right? I mean, those are his own words. Okay. So here was the image that from nowhere, from nowhere, El Rufaya just shared this picture. If some of you will remember, before Mahmoud Yakubu announced Tifnumbu as winner, it took them a week and they had to announce it as early as 4 a.m. in the morning when the rest of you are sleeping. A whole week. Sorry, a week. I think it took them about 2 weeks. I don't know if some of you remember that they didn't announce the presidential result of Nigeria until March. Remind me, those of you who have sharper memories. You had the election on the 25. Was it 25 of February? And they didn't announce your result until about a week or 2 weeks later, is that? It was until March. That's when they announced it. Early in the morning. Do you get that? Ah, man. People, they try. Anyway. So it is believed that Tifnumbu and his gang, they would have a lot on their hands if these guys actually come together as they are planning to, do their coalition as they are planning to, feel that the person who is pretty much like the most popular and acceptable, and I also have something to offer, which is Peter Obi to start with. So now, in that their midst, or in their group, now if they give it to him, there's a chance that he is going to quadruple the enthusiasm of the people for 2027 again. And that is going to be a bigger problem for APC themselves. You get me now? So even if they have to rig him, like I said, like if all of them come together, it will be difficult for Tifnumbu and his gang to actually really rig him. But if they decided to go and announce a fake result, they have the numbers, they have the millions to shut down the entire country. This time, not divided. So Tifnumbu and his gang have banked so much for so long on the division of Nigerians themselves. You hate yourselves, tear yourselves apart at every given opportunity. It is to their own advantage that you never agree on anything. You would never sit and agree. Your tribal, ethnic, religious differences that a lot of you love to tear yourselves up about, yeah? They want it that way. It is to their own advantage. So similarly, when these guys parading themselves as oppositions, right? If everybody bear his own father's name, day your day, it is also a divided opposition, and it is to his advantage. The Ronukus are already saying that Tifnumbu, the master strategist, needs nobody's votes. He's already, he's the incumbent. He's got the power of incumbency. He's got this. I've read a lot. It's just that they are banking on the fact that as long as the rest of you remain divided, they are banking on that. There's no strategy. Just pay them money. Give them money. Those guys parading themselves as opposition, look for them. Give them money. And the ones that are not going to take money, and they are criminals, then send the EFCC to them. That's what they have done. Send the EFCC to them. This Tambua, they were supposed to have arrested him since 2023 before he returned back to Abuja as a senator. This mofo bankrupted the whole state and is walking about as a elder statesman. This animal on your screen is one of the leaders of the opposition who want to remove Tifnumbu, by the way. This guy bankrupted the whole Sokoto state. I am aware of that one. He bankrupted the whole Sokoto state for 8 years. It was Werewike that was stealing money from River State and paying off the salaries, pensions, paying contractors in Sokoto State, with the hope that this animal would eventually support him and send the people of the Northwest to support Werewike in PDP. But he went on for Atifku. Wike won't forgive him. And I suspect that his arrest right now, because he's been arrested by the EFCC, Tifnumbu's EFCC. They've arrested him. They are charging him for stealing 189 billion naira. Did you hear that? That's how much this guy stole. They are all thieves, of course, but I mean, come on. What do you think will happen when he's a former speaker? He's a governor and he's now a senator representing somewhere in Sokoto State today. He collected over 200 billion. You did hear me well? Over 200 billion naira of River State money was invested in Sokoto State by Werewike. But the moment he went for his brother, Atifku, Wike won't forgive him. So he's one of the leaders of the coalition. And right now, they said they have picked him up. Atifku has responded or reacted by saying that, harassing opposition leaders will not save Tifnumbu in 2027 because it won't be enough. And I think I agree. Maybe it won't be enough, but it may be a start or a good, what do you call a good start? Is that Obi was somewhere in Port Harcourt yesterday. Sorry, last Saturday. They said it's okay, watch this.
Yes, our president is here. Our incoming president, Mr. Peter Obi, is here live and direct at Port Harcourt Corpus Christi Cathedral.
I should have added that to his speech earlier. I think it happened almost the same place and the same time. So I just jumped it, right? So El Rufai shared this image. He didn't add anything. He just shared it and said, well, now when you take a look at it very well, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tifnumbu and APC. They actually had they only won in 8 states. Are you with me? 8. And when you go on to go and check the labor, this image on your screen was posted by El Rufai, not me, just so you know. And this is why they are saying that Tifnumbu and his co-travelers, they will see the shock of their lives, except if these guys are not coming together in 2027. Because the whole scam, the whole fraud that brought him to make him your president shouldn't even have stand any. Nobody should have allowed this, but they did allow it. El Rufai now imposed this image, and this is not the first time I'm saying it as well. Now take a look, I count it. Abia, they said Labour Party, Peter Obi, actually won in Abia 79%. They won in Akwa Ibom 58%. They won Anambra 85%. They won in Bayelsa 62%. They won Cross River 72%. Obi won in Delta. He won Bonyi. He won Edo. Obi won Enugu. He won in Imo. The same Obi won in Kogi. Obi won in in Lagos. He won Nasarawa. He won Ogun. He won Plateau State. He won River State. He won Taraba. He also defeated them right there in Zamfara. And then he got, he defeated them in Abuja FCT. Taraba, FCT. So if you count all of that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. He actually got about 19 states. That's how much they gave to him. Today, this result became useless because the establishment, the Supreme Court of Nigeria, they ignored the fact INEC of Nigeria announced a criminal who didn't win any election as the winner of your election. And today, he succeeded in turning your country upside down. Do you get me now? So when people said that Obi should have stayed in Labour Party, you are not wrong, oh. But at the same time, it can be like, say, in Nigeria context, right? It is not he who wins election that gets declared because of some certain factors. So that factors is what they are trying to kind of add to it now. Like maybe they should add all the career rogues to it, right? Promise them something in the power sharing and help you to hold the Tifnumbu's machinery from replicating what they did in 2023. I'm just saying what I hear or see them say or hear them say. I'm just saying. But it won't be wrong for him to go back to his Labour Party if he could do with what they did with what they did with the Labour Party in 7 months. It could do a lot in 2.5, 3 years if they build the Labour. And I think they are still doing that. His group kind of like in charge. But ADC is where they believe they could put all of their weight together to remove an incumbent president. Like the druggy, Kolu. But we'll see how that plays out. So don't fret, don't stress yourself. So if you win a 19 state in 2020, in 2027, and Tifnumbu and his gang change the result, what would the obedient do? Would they wait till 2031? Or would they just go all out there and just end it? Time will tell. So yesterday we were here talking about the Aquam 2. That is the Aquam 4. I've been Aquam 14 or something. You know Aquam 4? Yeah, the lady that became, popular for slapping the aerostess. But by a lot, it's since then, oh, seriously. I told you, I said the first video, more or less like misled a lot of people. The actions and the actions of the NCAA, FAAN, AON, the Minister of Aviation, fraudsters Otoboke Yamo, they were complete misleading actions where everybody is piling on the young lady. So the subsequent evidence that have now been showing up after that incident have now shown that the real aggressors, they are the Ibom here. She violated the supposed normal etiquette of, using the airport, and she should be possibly punished for that. But what happened from the onset was an aggravated, sort of like an aggravated violence against a young woman who, I don't know how to put it to, right? So here, they said that she was told to turn off her phone. And she told them that her phone is was on the airplane mode. And the next thing was right that airport, right, when she was trying to calm down, and they blocked her from disembarking from the plane. That's not the only thing that happened. Apart from the fact that she was assaulted, her phone was collected and smashed by that lady that was smiling. That lady that was smiling, like, that blocked her. The one that blocked her, the one she slapped. Because she had to put up that smile since everybody has pull out their camera, their phones recording. But when there was no real camera, it is reported that she was as mean and evil. She actually called the young lady a prostitute. It is prostitute. And that was what led to serious, like, struggle between them. And then they wouldn't let her come out of the plane. Baba, they started charge this girl to court. And not just court, they had to remind her in custody from yesterday till October. Are you with me? Until October 2025. Apart from the fact that she's been charged, charged with 5-count charges. Do you know something? This morning, some of these organizations are now backtracking. No, we didn't take her to court. It was the Guinea that took her to court. Oh, we did not ban her or put her on a no-fly list. No, we didn't do that. We had to investigate the whole thing amicably, but they locked her up in Kirikiri. Our lawyer, they were at the NYSC. Hang on, that's another one. I should add them. Anyway, so she's locked up in Kirikiri prison simply because they have the power to do that. But they want to use Lagos Magistrate Court to keep her in Kirikiri prison until October. It's mental, right? So we see how that plays out today. Just so you know. Another one, you remember Raye? Raye, that NYSC girl that came out to rant. They were doing this 30 days rant challenge. Remember that time? And a lot of Nigerians were making videos of how things are tough and, just rant about how it's hard and all of that for you and all, So then Raye took her own phone and camera, and she ranted about the hardship and the struggle faced by NYSC members serving Nigeria. She said a lot. And in everything she said, she didn't abuse anybody. She did not abuse anybody. She called Tifnubu to do something. All of you should do something. Things are tough. Things are hard for everybody. You can't just, And then the next thing, once the Ronukus realized that she is a youth copper in Lagos, they started digging about her image, her picture, everything. And they started calling on the NYSC to punish her for calling out the government. And that's exactly what they attempted to do to her until people rose in her defense. And since then, she's been facing different kinds of systemic persecution. First, when they finally released the Alawi that they announced as an increased allowance for youth coppers, she didn't get us. Then she got us afterward, after complaints and all that. Then she got a punishment for making that video. They extended her service months. They extended her service by another 6 months. They punished her. She was supposed to serve for a year. She ended up serving for 1.5 years. Right? As if that is not enough. Everyone who did their passing out and what have you got their own NYSC certificate, except Raye. And again, there was no communication, there was nothing sent to her until she raised an alarm. That is when they now say, oh yeah, what happened is, in fact, I'm going to go put the clip on. Don't go anywhere yet, okay? Give me just a minute or two. I'll be back. But first, Shore and Inibe, Barrister Inibe, they were at the NYSC office this morning, I think, on the issue.
You see it?